Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? Well, I am going to do this is what I do when I get ready every morning when I'm working from home. So, I'm going to go to it really quick and see how fast I can do it. So, first of all, the products. Colleen Rothchild Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream, and I will cite everything below. The first thing I do is put this on, and I literally do one pump of it, put between my two fingers like this, and I've got a mirror down here, so I'm going to be looking down a little bit sometime. I put it under my eyes first, and then come up beside them, and then come down over my nose, all the way to the end of my big old nose, and then down where, I don't know, what do you call these? They've got a name, I think. And then I go back to my eyes, and I do a little above the brow, and up the forehead, because what this does is it gives an I'm burping. It gives an illuminating glow. So I'm going to pat this out, do some of my Cupid's bow right over, like that. So that'll kind of shine. And then right here on the top of my chin, right where your crease is below your lip. And that'll make the shin, put it on your shins, shine. And so then I just kind of blend this out. A little maybe under the brow, over the eye. All this does is it gives you like this glow, okay? And that's what you need at my age, just for an everyday look, okay? And you end up using it all up. It's done. Now it's turning into my face makeup, not just a highlighter. I'm talking about easy, quick stuff. Okay. Next is this Dior palette. It is the Universal Glow. I think I'll link it below. Universal Glow, and it's the #1 palette. And the first thing I do is use the brown right here and go under my nose, because I've got a big nose, y'all. So I kind of shorten it by going underneath it and dusting it. And then go on either side of my forehead to kind of shadow that out. You want to do that because it kind of makes the center of your face come forward. And then I do a little more right here, just almost straight up and down, and then in a little, to give me a little contour. And then right here, right on and above, slightly like that. And then I'll come under. Just kind of finish it out. And then across the chin, same thing. So what I'm doing is just creating shadows with a glow product. This is a highlighting palette, but I use it as base. Again, stay above where your jowls. This drops down here as you age. Stay above it and then blend below it. And again, almost straight up and down over here, and then come in a little. And again, anything left, just go across there. I also use this as a very light brown eyeshadow. And it just kind of, do you see the difference? It just kind of takes away the whiteness. Because as you get older, your eyebrow area starts to drop. This piece of skin right here just lets go a little bit. So you never want to go with no color there, because it just whites you out. Just makes you, or if you're a different color skin, it just kind of blanks you out. You need to do a little contour there. Then I flip, using this same little brush, it's just a little short brush, a little powder brush or a little blush brush. I go down the nose and on the center of the brow. Do y'all do this where you forget simple things? Forehead. It drives me crazy. And then I also really load it up, smile and get that little apple cheek and just do a circle on it. And then go up, straight up. See how that's straight up and down? Not this way, this way. Do it again over here. Really load it up. Smile. And see, do you see what's happening? The glow product is causing some, and then I go under my nose, just across the lip, and on the top of my chin. Not the whole chin, on the top, right up here. What you're doing is you're causing a shine, and it's a distraction, a good distraction. Then I use my finger for this white color, and I go in here, which is the inner corner of the brow bone, and I switch colors to the gold and go across the lid. What is this doing? Well, first of all, I wear glasses. Just blend it up a little. Across the brow, especially in the center, the lid, especially in the center, and blend it forward to the inner corner, and then out, and then up a little bit. And I'm done with that product and that brush. By the way, I always keep one of these little makeup towels. This one is from, I think it was called the Turkish Towel Company, but you can just get a black towel at the dollar store, little fingerlet towels, just to wipe your fingers off. So then the second thing I do, that's just my basic look, honestly. Matter of fact, before I go any further, I'll give you my basics. So then I always add eyeliner. My favorite eyeliner of the day, and I think I'm going to be using this forever, is Thrive Causemetics. And the color is Lauren. And first of all, it's a retractable liner, so you don't need to have an eye sharpener, which for one thing makes a mess. And for another thing, it makes it sharp. I mean, it's wood. And you have to have it. This you just roll up. And I'm done with lining my eyes. Done for the, and this is my little backup. I think it's called what is this called? I can't even see, it's not on there anymore. I'll see if I can find it, but it's just a little backup. But I really don't think I'm going to use that anymore. Then for liner on the upper eye, instead of the waterline, I use, this is Tarte's Double Take. On one end it's got a wet liner, on the other it's got the crayon liner, but it just doesn't go on as easy as Thrive does. You could try this and you wouldn't need the Thrive one. I just do a very short, you start up, you have to get above this crease, because that skin drops down, you won't see it, so you have to get above it and come down straight at an angle like that, and then kind of pull it over to the lid, just connect it a little bit. And then go to the inner and come back in little dashes, so that you don't, if you say, well, I can't do a straight line, my hands shake, or, I'm just not good at that, then just do little dashes and connect them, and there you go. You have liner. Inner corner again, dash, dash. And sometimes when you drag, because your skin's not taut like it used to be if you're my age, or just if you have loose skin, you can be younger and have the same issues. Just like I have a younger friend, she has jowls, and she's very young, but she has jowls. Where this drops, the skin drops. Only hers isn't skin, it's the shape of her face. So it's the muscular structure, I guess, of her face. I'm not trying to be a dermatologist and know these things. Okay, so see, now I've got my liner on. If I want to do brows, I use a similar product, being that it's from Thrive, and it is a brow liner, and it has a little brush on one end, and on the other it has a little tiny nib, sort of like the Anastasia one. I don't know which one's cheaper, to be honest with you, so I usually just support the underbrow shape like that and just go out, and sometimes I go up and give a little bit of height to the brow, and then just slight little, come down just a little bit, don't overdo it. And I have to even up mine, because mine, like most brows, are not equal. And I've lost hairs from different times in my life where I tried to shape it and I shaved it and it did not grow back. People say, well, it'll grow back. No, it didn't. Okay, so again, comment below if you would like me to do a brow video that's a little more involved than this. But like, that's where I shaved it, so I have to come here and go, and this one's higher, so I have to go lower and come up in front and just do little flicks up so it looks like little hairs. And you want to backfill that so you don't see actual lines. And then kind of go across it. Same here. This one's just kind of not tall enough, so I backfill that one a little. And that's usually about as tall as I go. Sometimes I have to go even them up like I am right now. Okay. And that's that. So then, if I wanted, that would be it for the day. I would then put on my, y'all know, by now you ought to know, my lip product. If you know me, you know my lip product. Comment below. Chanel liquid lipstick. And I'll link all this below. Soft Rose. You put it on and you've got your color, and then to set it, on the other end is a gel. And let it dry a little second, and then put this on over it. You actually don't have to wait, but I mean, I usually try to in out a little bit, and then literally lower lip to upper lip, just a little bop, 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 and there's your lip gloss. And I'm done for the day. If I want to add a little bit of contour to the eye, I use my E45 Sigma Beauty brush, and this is my Chanel Le Beige, in the color palette is Healthy Glow Natural. Okay, I'll link all this below. And I go to this kind of neutrally, but a little bit darker color, and because this is a tapered blender, I go right in the crease a couple of times, and then I just kind of up here, this is where my skin drops, and it sticks out so much too, that that's where I put my contour. It depends on your shape and what you want to highlight. And look at the difference in the two eyes. If I look over there, it's because it's my monitor, y'all. Sorry about that. But and always tap it off so that it doesn't end up on your cheeks. Again, back and forth like a little half moon. Come up a little if you like to. And then once you've done that a few times, come out here from there down. Just keep kind of going on that brow bone and bring it in. Bring it in. Right over where you're like, you did it over your liner. It makes it look less pronounced. And that's it for the day. I don't even put on any mascara. If I want to blend out the brow a little more, sometimes I'll use my E20 short shader and just kind of maybe blend that a little bit. Or sometimes I'll use that dark powder in this same palette. And right there. And use that as a liner, which you also